New books and gently used books, well, you'll find them by the thousands here at Bookman, Bookwoman in Hillsboro Village. Saralee and Larry Woods are here with us now to talk about some of the best books to read this month for Black History Month. And thanks for inviting us out.
You are more than welcome. We are happy to be here, and we're starting off with some children's books for children of all ages. These two books are both based on real stories. One's The Richest Little Black Girl in America, and the other one is The Tar Paper Schoolhouse, about a woman who later became active in the civil rights movement.
And I bet you think your children's books are better, because you always do.
Well, I do, but if she's the richest, can I introduce our grandson to her? She's still around. March by Congressman John Lewis is a graphic novel depicting many of the scenes from the civil rights movement. Congressman Lewis has written adult books about the same thing. This is great, though, for younger children to introduce them to the topic. And Malcolm, written by his daughter, Malcolm Little, the story of the growing up Malcolm X in the American Midwest, with pictures and stories you'd expect from any book about the Midwest. Wonderful story.
Good books for kids. Now we got some for grown-ups.
Yes, The Secret of Magic's getting all kinds of buzz. It is Deborah Johnson's first book. It's really, really good. And Alice Walker has a wonderful book of poetry out. And Larry reads me a poem almost every night. So
I'm not believing that.
This is true.
Do you?
Every night.
Aw.
Listen, she's taught me the rules to a good marriage. Which is, I have to say, her books are sometimes better, but not usually. My books, on the other hand, Butler, A Witness to the White House, A Witness to History, by the man who served as a butler for many presidents in the White House. Great movie this past year. And His Day is Done by Maya Angelou in honor of Nelson Mandela.
That's a new book, isn't it?
Yes, brand new, just that.
Looks really good.
Tribute to local history. If you don't know anything about Nashville, if you're a native Nashvilleian, you should read The Children by the late David Halberstam, the story about integration in Nashville. It's wonderful. Carry Me Home is the same type of story about Birmingham, Alabama by Diane Mahorter. Both of these still big book club discussion books.
And fascinating reading, I bet.
And I've got two real-life ones. Elizabeth and Hazel, about a white woman and black woman involved in Central High School in 1957 in Little Rock, and integrating it, who make friends and help lead that community through very difficult times. And the new Jim Crow. It sold more than 1 million copies in the last year and a half. It's all about our criminal justice system, how it's gotten off track, how relatively minor drug arrests lead to lifetimes of not being able to find employment for many young people.
As an attorney, I can see why you like that one so much.
And Michelle Alexander went to Vanderbilt, which is great. Edwidge Danicott's new book is absolutely wonderful, as is the classic Black Boy by Richard Wright. And her book's name, I'm sorry, I've forgotten, is Claire the Sea Light.
A lot of people are loving that book.
Yes, she writes great books. Mine is Chester Himes, a classic mystery novel. I've got to have a mystery novel. This one, Cotton Comes to Harlem. And Speak Now Against the Day by John Edgerton. We lost John Edgerton in the last month. John died after a lifetime of trying to do good things for everybody in the community. This is his book on the history of the South from World War I to World War II.
That's a classic.
Yes.
All right, we've got time for just one more. We'll let you have the last word.
Men That We Reaped is a wonderful memoir by Jesmond Ward.
Oh, wow, that was quick.
Well, I'm trying to be really quick. I'll let Larry have one quick one.
All right, go ahead. One, real quick.
Internal Enemy, the Virginia slave revolts in the late 1700s, early 1800s, the true history of what it was like in those days. Powerful, compelling, ugly book worth reading.
All right. Great books to read for Black History Month. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
If you want to find these books and a zillion more, you can come on down to Hillsboro Village to Bookman, Bookwoman.